that task and you finish that task. Because what tends to happen to a lot of black men in our communities is that we jump from one thing to another. And a lot of that we learn from our mothers. You take one of those tasks that you had jotted down and that you need to get to, but when you get on a particular task, you make sure that you are focused on finishing the job. You finish the task. So in other words, when you write out that you have to achieve something, and these tasks that you have, you need to get done. When the tasks come around, your full focus need to be on that. Your full focus need to be strictly on the task that is at hand. When you're with your family and you have that you need to spend family time, you spend family time. You don't take your phones with you unless you're waiting on something vitally important, because as a man, you're supposed to have business going on. But you make sure that all your efforts are poured into the task at hand. And you do not get distracted from anything, and do not let anyone distract you, not your wife, your girlfriend, your mother, your father, but you focus on the task, getting it done. When these are things that you wrote down and it's pivotal to your growth and it's pivotal to your bottom line and it's pivotal to your evolution as a man, you focus on getting that done. I don't care what it is. And being a black man, you have to be a man about your word. When people see us, people are supposed to say, here's a black man, he has the ability to get anything done. And that's what I mean, go back earlier of when I was talking about multitasking. You have the ability to get a lot of things done and achieve a lot of things, but reason being, when you're on something, you're focused on it. You don't deviate to something else when you're on that task. It may sound like a contradiction, but it is not. Me, Dr. Harlan Scott, I ran a salon, being a black male heterosexual owner for 8.5 years at my salon. I had multiple clients of all ethnicities. If you do your homework, you look me up, you will know that. I had Asian clients at any given one time in the salon. I may have an Asian person with straight thick hair. I may have a person with super curly hair. I may have a black male that need a haircut fade. I may have a sister that has a natural, need it blown out. Now, I'm giving you this example of how you need to move. So when I was in the salon and I had a full staff of about 8 or 9 people, but my ability to multitask was telling certain people what to do, how to do it. Now, prior to that, all these people had to be trained. But I was putting them through the same vigorous training to be my extra hand. And they were an extension of me. But at the same time, I still had to tell them different scenarios, of which I have 5 or 6 clients in the salon at one time. One was getting hair color with all these different ethnicities. One was getting hair color, one was getting a treatment, one was getting a haircut and color. So I had to be able to move from space to space and achieve that at a maximum height or goal, if you want to put it in that manner, because the end goal was the best result, which allowed me to make $450,000 a year. But my ability to do all of those people at a timely manner goes through the multitasking and being able to understand with each moment. You're supposed to plan things out ahead of time. As black men, you have to be prepared to do those things. Otherwise, you will be confused, you will be overloaded, and you will burn out quickly. That can be a cause of stress. That can lead you to do other things, and it'll really throw you off. And then other people will pile on to you to say that you didn't achieve what you needed to achieve. That will cause a great deal of anxiety, which a lot of us black men, we suffer from a lot of anxiety, which leads to heart attacks and other things, diabetes, because we're constantly under stress and pressure. And also suicide rates. It puts so much pressure on you when you're trying to do so many things, but you didn't take the time to learn each one. That's why I said, through the process of evaluating yourself, you have to make sure that you're doing the tasks at your best, with a clear mind, focus. You understand? And no distractions. Not even from your children. So understanding that you have to focus on that task at hand will help you, so you won't have to go back and correct anything. I don't care if you're a contractor for homes. You don't want to have to go back correcting work that you already been there, because at that point you develop a reputation because you had developed a habit. Your reputation is the exact extension of your habits. You develop certain habits which will extend to a reputation. Your reputation should be excellent because you have excellent habits, which leads right into your long-term gain. Most people want it now. Most people don't invest in themselves. And if you listen to this audiobook, you were one of the few that invested in yourself. As black men, you must put forth investing more into yourself and your knowledge and education on self. It goes far beyond just books and studying.